Welcome to Inertia. Today we will discuss the theme Bricks, Beads and Bones, the Harappan Civilization, NOTE-2 from NCERT. In previous video, that is in NOTE-1, we have already discussed about subsistence strategies, agricultural technologies, Mohenjo-daro, a planned urban center, the citadel, and the lower town. Tracking social differences. Harappan areas had burial sites where the corpses were generally laid in pits. There were differences in the way the burial pit was made. In some instances, the hollowed out spaces were lined with bricks. Some graves contain pottery and ornaments which indicate a belief that these could be used in the afterlife. This is a picture of Harappan burial site. A jasper, a kind of semi-precious stone bead, and hundreds of micro beads were found near the skull of a male. Harappans did not use highly precious materials in burials. All of these may indicate social differences in the culture. Looking for luxuries. Archaeologists broadly classify artifacts as utilitarian and luxuries. Utilitarian includes objects of daily use made fairly easily out of ordinary materials such as stone or clay. These include querns, pottery, needles, flesh rubbers, body scrubbers, etc., and are usually found distributed throughout settlements. Luxuries. If they are rare or made from costly, non-local materials or with complicated technologies. This is a picture of the pottery found in Harappan civilization. This is a picture of saddle, quern and rubbing stone found in Harappan civilization. Little pots of faience, a material made of ground sand or silica mixed with color and a gum and then fired, were probably considered precious because they were difficult to make. This is a picture of faience pot found in Harappan civilization. Finding out about craft production. Chanudaro, a tiny settlement, can be easily located on a map of that area. This settlement was exclusively devoted to craft production, bead making, shell cutting, metal working, seal making, and weight making was done here. There are two pictures on the screen which show the Harappan beads and the weights and blades found in the Harappan civilization. The variety of materials used to make beads are Stones like carnelian of a beautiful red color, jasper, crystal, quartz, and steatite. Metals like copper, bronze, and gold, and shell, faience, and terracotta or burnt clay. Techniques for making beads differed according to the material. This is a picture of copper and bronze vessels. The most typical example is steatite, a very soft stone which was easily worked. Some beads were molded out of a paste made with steatite powder. This permitted making a variety of shapes, not only the geometrical forms that could be made out of harder stones. How the steatite microbead was made remains a puzzle for archaeologists studying ancient technology. Stone nodules were chipped into rough shapes and then finally flaked into the final form. Grinding, polishing, and drilling completed the process. Specialized drills have been found at Chanudaro, Lothal, and more recently at Dholavira. Nageshwar and Balakot are near the coast. These were specialized centers for making shell objects, including bangles, ladles, and inlay, which were taken to other settlements. It is likely that finished products such as beads from Chanudaro and Lothal were taken to the large urban centers such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Identifying centers of production. Identification targets are raw materials such as stone nodules, whole shells, copper ore, tools, unfinished objects, rejects, and waste material. Waste is one of the best indicators of craft work. Now we will see the picture of copper tools which indicate the centers of production. For instance, if shell or stone is cut to make objects, then pieces of these materials, that is traces, will be discarded as waste at the places of production. These traces suggest that apart from small, specialized centers, craft production was also undertaken in large cities such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. In the next video, that is in Note 3, we shall discuss about strategies for procuring materials, contact with distant lands, seals, scripts, weights, ancient authority, palaces and kings, and the end of the civilization. Please subscribe to Inertia.